everyone has their own.
Yeah, every drummer, they like some push a little bit when they especially when they do their
feels. I didn't hear you. What you say?
You know what I'm saying? Some of them push when they do their feels.
One drummer, man, I said, look, man, I can hear when you start looking at your tom-toms. You know?
Yeah.
You ready to play y'all. You know?
Yeah.
Swirly for a minute.
Yeah.
Right before they start to do their thing.
Yeah.
And then I got to lean forward with them, do their little fill, and then try to pull them back after the fill's over. You know?
Yeah.
This is a lifelong thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The studio drummers don't do that. Guys who play as studio drummers, where they're always playing on records, they don't do that as much. Because by the beginning of the 80s, everyone was playing to metronomic time.
Right.
First with the click track. Click tracks came in because of advertising. You know, when you record music for commercials, you need the commercial to end exactly at 58 seconds. So with the ring, 60 seconds, which is the time allotted for a TV commercial.
Okay.
So the arranger would figure out what's the proper tempo so that we can play the whole commercial music.
Okay.
When it did, so we played the clip.
So that's what started this whole thing with the click.
Very quickly, the producers realized, hey, if I use this click track, then if I like the first half to take 1 and the second half to take 3,
splicing.
I don't have to worry about the tempos changing because before click tracks, the end of the song is always a little bit faster than the beginning of the song.
Right.
So, you know, it's like that, you know. And, studio guys knew how to do that. Steve Gadd, knew how to. He was so good with it, man, I didn't even hear the click.
Wow.
Because it was always covered up by a drum. You know,
wow.
And, but the guys who played live didn't know nothing about that at the time. And eventually they did because people started using tracks live.
Right.
All of a sudden you see the drummers with the headphones.
Yeah, that's norm now. That's
but it wasn't normal.
Yeah. Right.
A lot of drummers, they lost work when that stuff, you know, began to happen.
Yeah. So, all right. So back to like the getting gigs. Do you recall a specific time that you were really nervous for a gig, or what does nervousness look like for you? Or does it exist in any form for you?
I don't remember being nervous, you know. I remember being excited about certain situations.
Okay.
But I don't think I was ever nervous.
Okay.
There were things I acknowledged, I need to learn that. You know? Because I want to be more familiar with that. You know? I was always not really emotional about it.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going to tear this up, you know?
Okay.
Even when I, sometimes I thought I was going to tear it up and I didn't.
Yeah, you tore it up, for real.
But I never went into any situations going, well, man, I hope I can cut it. I mean, I was young, man, so I learned my lessons with enthusiasm.
Okay.
Like, I learned the Stanley Clarke solo note for note, which happened to be in E. I was so young, man, when I'm on a gig and somebody said bass solo, I played that. I played Stanley Clarke solo. Okay. Even if the song wasn't in E. So I never was ignorant, exuberance.
Okay, got you.
And slowly I said, maybe I need to learn more about solo.
Okay.
This episode is sponsored by Jazz Out Loud, a nonprofit organization that upholds the historic and rhythmic nature of jazz. They support the development of emerging artists and promote socio-cultural causes through community engagement. They are intentional about creating a new generation of jazz artists, listeners, and supporters. Visit Official Jazz Out Loud on Instagram.
Do you remember, I mean, this is a transparent moment, but do you remember ever like failing a gig? Besides the one, I don't know if you consider that one a failure, the one you said you did with Lenny, but like, do you ever remember like bombing or like,
One time it was Kenny Washington, a dear friend of mine, who he got me into being like a real student of jazz. Reggie Washington, big brother. Kenny invited me to go sitting with a rehearsal band, and they were playing these charts. Sauter Finnegan was the arranger. I'd never heard of Sauter Finnegan, but they apparently were really well-respected arrangers.
What's a rehearsal band for?
They rehearse.
They just get together and just.
So studio musicians don't want to play big band because
Okay.
the big band era ended.
Okay,
You can't
gotcha.
just
Okay.
getting together.
Okay.
I play with a couple of rehearsal bands. And they just get together on Tuesdays at the community center.
Gotcha. Okay.
And just play charts. Just for fun.
Okay. Okay.
So Kenny invited me down. And I could read music. I played clarinet. But this was a jazz chart where they wrote out every single walking note. Every single walking note. No chord changes. Right? And usually with jazz bass, if you need to be walking through the changes, it's usually with chord changes on top. You got to figure out, this was just chord notes, as if I was playing trombone. And sometimes the legend lines were like up here, like the ones I'd never seen, right?
Okay.
And so I kept messing up. But I'll give you the truth. I wasn't embarrassed. I was annoyed. What piano player wrote these notes thinking that this would even sound good? Because the worst thing is when you work hard to read whatever it is you wrote, and then it sounds
It's
like
not good.
It sounds like a piano player.
Yeah.
So I did blow that gig, but it wasn't like I was devastated.
Okay.
And then I met one of the arrangers later on when I was a studio musician. Oh, so you finally got your reading together. I was like, man.
Say his name. Go ahead. I'll just play.
I didn't want
just play.
I didn't
I'm
say
gonna put him out there.
I wanted to say, I just said it's unnecessary. Yeah. So those were the kind of things. I was so exuberant, man, and so into it that I had opinions. I had opinions. I didn't always voice them. But I was like, that's unnecessary. How many gigs have you been on, man, where you're the youngest one there? You know why the thing's not working. Something in the music's not working. And you sit there patiently hear the older guys argue. And this guy's saying this guy's saying this way. And you're going, you're not both wrong. You know that, right?
I'm just going to plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah, you know what
I'm just going to plead the fifth on that one.
You got ears, if you have that ability to hear through music clearly, you quickly realize that not everybody has that ability. So you start developing opinions really quick.
Yeah. That's what I like about this band. I feel like everybody in this band hears really well.
Yeah,
it's just like you can ask anybody, and you can just go whatever route that person wants to go. I feel like everybody got
Hey man, I was playing my bass clarinet, man, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Solo, and you accompanied me, and one of my keys broke off.
Oh yeah.
And I was supposed to play a melody that had a major third.
Yeah.
The third went to Mike.
Yeah.
He just took it. I was laughing. My horn broke, and I was looking up. The baby said, that's where we going.
I got your back, man. I got your back. I knew something was happening.
You don't know how good that feels, first of all. And you don't know, man, that at a certain point, the reason you get called is not for what you play, but how you hear, how well you can hear, how closely you're listening, So many musicians, man, they're looking at the chart going, okay, I think I can play a fill right there. And this is a place where I can. I learned early on, man, it ain't about that. There might be a place where you can throw something in, but you have to, that's the last thing you think of. Let me learn this song and figure out this bass needs to not change at all. Right? Or it needs to change. It has an opportunity right here. But I'm not practicing the licks that I'm going to throw in where I get it. It's all emotion,
Yeah.
Like, you know how we play it. So if we're playing and it needs some energy, it's not like, let me play the lick number 5.
Right.
Play whatever's like you feel like it will work in that situation.
Yeah, that's a nugget. Musicians, that's a real nugget right there. So